It is a lot of work, but it's really great, and it's wonderful to know that in 21 years, the most of the founders, the people who founded NAWLAC are still involved with NAWLAC. Very proud of that, and they feel they just are very, very happy that there is a next generation of committed young people who are very well trained and who want to continue the work of Latino arts here in this country and who want to lead Latino arts organizations.
That's great. So are you an artist as well? I mean, do you just support the arts through your work?
I support the arts. I am not an artist. I am actually a community organizer and activist. I come from an activist family, from a small town here in Texas. My mother and my father were community organizers, activists, and we are now going into three generations of community organizers. I have my nieces and my nephews, and then the younger generation also who are still working in doing community work, doing social activism around issues, whether it's from the arts or social justice or environmental issues. So my work has always been to support community. And I have always realized I was young that the arts, the culture, the creative expressions were always a very large part and an important part of everything that we did in organizing community.
So when did you first hear about Alternate Roots?
I first heard about Alternate Roots. I've been with NAWLAC for 12 years. I heard of Alternate Roots maybe about, 9 years ago. 8 years ago. And
have you been able to, did you have any misconceptions about our organization that have changed now that you've gotten to know us better as you've worked with the project?
Really, to be very honest with you, I never had any misconceptions about Alternate Roots. I really didn't. I think that once I met Carlton and some of the other people that used to work or have worked with Alternate Roots in the past, I just always felt that it was an organization that very much in some ways mirrored the values that NAWLAC had in serving community and serving artists. And I have always felt very comfortable with Alternate.
That's great.
And the fact that we're doing a partnership now, I don't know. I mean, I guess the question is, why have we waited so long? I don't know why we waited so long, before we did a partnership, because I've always been supportive of what Roots has done, and I've always heard the same thing back from Alternate Roots. Been there for us, and I'm glad that we're working together more closely now. I'm glad that we're in this partnership, but we've been Alternate Roots and NAWLAC have been at other tables before, other national conversations, and sometimes we are there at times that we are really the only two organizations of color there who then speak out for that field that we represent.
So that's one thing to kind of be out there on the national scene together, but as we sit down at this one table working together, what's the most exciting part about this partnership as we come together for the annual meeting for you?
It's an opportunity to really get to share work together with communities that I think that we jointly serve. Alternate Roots being in the South, and the growing Latino population in the South. I think that, and then Alternate Roots then coming to Texas, and the very large Latino, mainly, Mexican population here in Texas, Mexican American. I think gives us an opportunity to really learn together and share across the different ethnic communities that we serve. I mean, that's really exciting for me, is to be able to work with someone like Alternate Roots who's there on the ground in the South, and to be able to say, okay, let's work together to reach different communities, new communities.
Great. Is there anything you're nervous about?
No, I'm excited about everything. I really am. I have, even though I've supported Roots for a long time, as far as, being in support of the work that Roots does, I'm ashamed to say that I've never been to an annual meeting. And I'm very excited about being at the annual meeting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really not, I'm just hoping that we can bring a significant number of the Latino population, their voice into the meeting, and that, we'll work hard to do that on NALAC's part. But I'm excited about it.
Great. So let's talk a little bit about our theme, the aesthetics of diversity. What does that theme mean to you, and how is it informing your work with us?
I think it means that none of us, even among the Latino arts field, or even the African American or whatever it may be, that aesthetics are so different, and they're impacted by someone's individual circumstances and ideas. And I think that the more we understand that we're not all the same, that we're not all going to think the same, even though we may be from a specific ethnic group, I think the better that will be. We don't all, we're not a monolithic group, any of us. And I think that it's important that we reach out across cultures, that we don't close ourselves in to the Latino culture only, and even though that is the focus of the work that we do, because there's a great need there, I think that we should be open to how other cultures, impact the aesthetics and the work that we create across cultures. That's what it means to me. I don't know. Maybe y'all had a different idea of really what it meant.
Well, I think the greatest thing about that theme is that it's open to interpretation by anybody that comes to it. So, well, is there anything else you'd like to tell our listeners? Anything you thought I'd ask that I didn't?
No, I just hope that if there are Latino artists listening, who have not been part of NALAC or been part of Alternate Roots, I would just like to invite them to check us both out, and really encourage them to find out more about the annual meeting and find out more about both our organizations. The feel that they have, as far as NALAC goes, that they have a home and a space and a place at NALAC, where they can express themselves and express ideas and create work.
I agree. It feels like this is maybe the continuation of a beautiful friendship.
Yes, I agree.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for your time today. This has been tremendous, and thanks to our listeners, and we'll sign off for now. Thanks, everybody, for subscribing and for your support for Alternate Roots and for NALAC. See you at the annual meeting.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you.